No need to mince words. Rejection, it stinks. But it turns out how you bounce back could make you even stronger. Our Keeping It Real guru, Vasavi Kumar, is back with advice everyone can learn from. Okay, what type of situations are we talking about? What do we need to bounce back from?
So we're talking about breakups. We're talking about maybe you applied to a job and you didn't get it. Maybe you wanted to be friends with someone and they rejected you. So it's anything that we kind of feel like, you know, we just kind of got knocked down on our face.
Can we have a little bit of time to be knocked down and stay down for a little while before we bounce back?
Absolutely. So you do have time, but you know, when we're talking about bouncing back, the first thing that we have to do, Michelle, is we have to get clear on rejection. Oftentimes when we are rejected, when we're knocked down, we have a tendency to blow things out of proportion. So if you truly want to bounce, you got to do that with me. If you want to bounce back, okay, you got to shrink that rejection down to size. So I often have my clients come to me and say, I was rejected, or I am rejected. But you have to just shift it, right? So if you're applying for a job, you didn't get the job, another way to say it is, my application was rejected. Because that way, you're not taking on that rejection as your own identity. Do you just see that?
It's so personal.
Yeah, I was rejected. Like, you were not rejected. Maybe your offer was rejected or your application was rejected. So it's really important to shift.
Do we have a tendency to overreact to that rejection?
I actually have a word for that. We actually catastrophize things. So we actually take something that, you know, for us it may seem it is a big deal, but that's why it's so hard for us to bounce back, is because we just completely blow it out of proportion and we catastrophize it. So
that's a good word.
It's a very good word. I didn't make it up, but that's why we have to focus on something else. Because just think about it, right? If you've ever been knocked down on your face, if you ever had a guy break up with you before you were married or whatever, right? Whenever we had stuff like that happen to us, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in that and just brood and feel really bad for ourselves, which I'm going to get to that because we do have to feel bad for ourselves. But, you know, the way that you can bounce back is to start focusing on what you do have. Think about it, because, you know, suppose you didn't get that job, or suppose your boyfriend or your girlfriend broke up with you. That's a really horrible situation to be in, but if you want to bounce back, the one way you can do that is to really look at, what do I have going in my life? And just start practicing gratitude. Gratitude is an instant happiness booster.
So finding healthy distractions.
Absolutely, because like I said, it's really easy to blow it out of proportion, to completely catastrophize and feel like, oh my God, my entire world is coming to an end.
Okay, so do you recommend that folks try to get back as quickly as possible? Kind of just process for a little while? What do you recommend?
So personally, I'm the kind of person that can I have a lot of practice in falling down on my face and just bouncing back. But I also feel like we live in a society where, you know, as a kid, I know many of my friends were taught not to cry. Don't cry, it's bad, or don't be angry. So I think as adults, if we're going through any sort of upset feelings, mad, sad, glad, angry, whatever, we have to give ourselves time to feel. So if you're sad, cry it out, you know, just feel sad. If you're angry, punch a pillow. Do something that's healthy, obviously, that you're not going to be hurting anybody, but we need to have a healthy outlet for our emotions. So yes, feel your feelings, let it out of you, but then keep it moving.
Okay, what's this about a golden nugget?
Okay, so I'm all about the golden nugget. And this is truly the red bow on all of this, for if you want to bounce back. It is so easy to say, why did this happen to me? Why me? Woe is me. I do this exercise with myself. I do it with all the people in my life. It's the golden nugget exercise. So take a look at the rejection. Take a look at the pain or the betrayal. You know, you can feel sorry for yourself and be like, okay, this sucks. I can't believe this happened. But then ask yourself, what is the golden nugget here? What is the lesson that needs to be learned? At the end of the day, Michelle, every single thing that happens to us will make us a stronger person, will make us a better person, and will literally train us to be warriors.
And it's good to see someone else also succeed after failure. Disney, for example, Walt Disney, who's got to start here in Kansas City. He failed many, many times before he went on to become who he is.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it really is a slight shift in perspective. A lot of people look at, I failed, or, you know, I'm a mistake, or I did something bad. All these things that we call as failures, they are totally just there to train you and to make you better. I mean, you have to fall on your face. You have to fall on your face.
Embrace those moments when we're on our face.
Yes,
face down.
absolutely.
Thank you, Vasavi.
Thanks,